Hi, I'm Krista. Welcome to my channel. Today I thought we'd have a little fun and do a Gilmore Girls reading. This time of year is my absolute favorite, and I love watching Gilmore Girls, especially in the fall. And I just got these new Gilmore Girl Oracle cards, so I thought it'd be really cool to use them in a setup like this. So if you're a fan too, maybe grab a cup of Luke's coffee, or a burger, or something from Al's Pancake House, or maybe get a box of red vines or something and come hang out with me for a little bit. I want to use tarot as a foundation and then add the Gilmore Girl cards to the tarot deck as like supplementary cards. But to save time, I'm going to pull the tarot cards off camera and then cut back to the spread. Okay, welcome back. I have all the cards pulled, and I haven't yet looked at the Gilmore Girl Oracle cards, so it should be interesting to see what this says. So, this first card here represents the past energy, and it's 14 temperance, let go of self imposed limitations. And the oracle we have is Dean Forrester, the first love. Dean Forrester was Rory's first big love. The two shared a kiss at Dosie's Market, and Dean even built her a car as a declaration of his love, earning the title the perfect first boyfriend. While the relationship ultimately didn't work out, Rory and Dean's paths continued to cross for years, and eventually they recognized the impact each had on each other. Think back to the Dean of your life. What did they teach you? How do you see them today? And how would you react if you bumped into them at the grocery store? So I feel like this past energy is representing like balance with the temperance, and also this feeling of like self care, like trying to stay balanced for yourself. And that was the thing with Rory and Dean's relationship. It was technically perfect and he was a good boyfriend, but he ended up not staying with her and breaking up with her because he didn't feel worthy of her. Like he saw her going to the private school and in this different world, and he felt like he didn't fit into that world with her. And I get the same feeling from these two cards, that you've reached this place of balance in your life and you've reached this place of self-care, and maybe there are relationships in your life that are no longer aligned to you. Like maybe there's a Dean in your life and you wanted it to work out, but it just couldn't because you're in two different places now. Because you weren't the same person when you met them. Like you've evolved into this more balanced person. And it says, let go of self imposed limitations. Maybe you realize that you are now limitless and these old relationships could be holding you back. The week ahead, Page of Cups, let yourself be continually surprised by this thing called life. So feel like this girl is, with the water and cups is about emotions. I feel like this girl is starting something emotionally new. Let's see what the oracle card says. Miss Patty the gossip. I'm going to take this as Miss Patty. Miss Patty is someone that lives their passions. Like she is fully and authentically herself, and that you are starting that journey for yourself too. Like you are now living in this place of authenticity and like are open to more adventures, are open to life's possibilities. So there may be something that comes up this week, or you just in general feel like you are more emotionally open to new things because you're no longer putting those limits on yourself. So there are like more possibilities open to you now that now that you're like in balance and you're not restricting yourself. And you could be living your life like Miss Patty, where you're just unapologetically you. In the area of challenge, we have the Three of Swords. It's okay to cry. And the oracle is Books, the bookworm. How funny that the tarot card is like a library and she's taking out a book, and then the oracle card is the bookworm. The Three of Swords is about grief and heartache. So the challenge for you at this time may be facing those emotions, facing something that is giving you heartache. And the bookworm card in this Gilmore Girl deck, it's making me think of like when Rory first went to Chilton and she was very anxious. Like she perceived that all of the kids at the school were smarter than her and that she was really far behind. And she got like a bad grade on her paper and like kind of freaked out. And then was just like putting all of her energy into studying and panicking about like the next test and doing well. And that's kind of the energy I feel for like this area of challenge this week. It's maybe slipping back into those old patterns of not feeling worthy, or something doesn't work out and then you think it's because of you, when really it's just either divine intervention, like it wasn't meant to work out, or it's just the chaos of life, like things just not working out. Or maybe something doesn't work out that you expected it to, or something didn't work out the way you wanted it to. Like Rory starting Chilton and thinking she was just gonna be an A plus student right away because she had excelled at her other school. And the pigeons make me think of like messenger pigeons, and I feel that that is your guides with you this week, bringing you messages, bringing you signs, letting you know that they are there with you through this difficult energy. And it could be something that you just need to study. Like I'm getting the example of filing paperwork, and maybe it's a matter of knowing more information, having more information and going and looking that up in a book or looking that up online or going to a library and finding that information so that you are more prepared. What will help with this challenge? The Cozy Witch, take a chance for each morning is a new beginning, and that is the Fool in Tarot. What is the Lorelai Gilmore is your oracle card. So this to me talks about what can help you is to be confident in yourself. The Fool is about stepping out into new experiences. With the Page of Cups and the Fool, there could be like this new beginning happening for you. And Lorelai, like in the show, Lorelai was trying to open an inn on her own, and that was a huge risk for her. But I feel like you have those skills, like you have those Lorelai Gilmore skills where you get things done and you are personable and you hit challenges head on and you're not afraid to take action. So maybe when you're in that difficult energy this week, channel that Lorelai Gilmore energy, that like strong, independent, go getter energy. But she also does things with kindness. Like she doesn't take advantage of people. She wants the best for everybody. And what you don't see coming, Nine of Wands, it would take a hell of a lot more to defeat you. And Oracle card is no cell phones, the sign. Nine of Wands is the battle is almost over. And that could be the energy for the end of the week or like the end of this problem. Like whatever this challenge is, like there is an ending in sight, and you may not see that coming. Like you may not realize how close you are to this being resolved. And with the no cell phones, the sign, that to me is like your guides giving you signs, showing you signs. Like you are in communication with them and they are helping you through this. Like to listen to your intuition. And this card also reminds me of like somebody praying at an altar. So that could be another connection to spirit that you have to help you through this situation. And to know that you will not be defeated. Like in the end, Lorelai got her in and she was successful. And I feel like you will be too. And then the outcome, the moon, taking time for deep reflection is essential. And the oracle card is Friday night dinner. I don't know why, but I'm getting this feeling of the lone wolf. Like with her cardigan, it has like wolves all over it, and she's sitting alone. And I feel like you are independent in this effort. Like you have done this on your own, and that is really channeling that Lorelai Gilmore energy. The outcome may still be unknown with the moon showing up, but with Friday night dinner was like a resolution to the problem. And it also is like making me think of with the moon, there are things unknown about people involved, like about intentions involved. Because with the Friday night dinners, Emily Gilmore, like the grandmother, what she really wanted was a relationship with her daughter. Like that was her intention, was to get her daughter back. And there was a lot of resistance there between Lorelai and her mother, and that may be something that you're experiencing, like is resistance with something or someone. It may be taking the time to journal out your intentions and your wants and desires will help you become more clear about what you want, and that can ultimately help you maybe negotiate a resolution for yourself. Where, like with the Friday night dinners, in the end, both parties ended up getting what they needed and what they wanted. And then ultimately, it was what was good for everyone. It like opened a door for new opportunities, for mending relationships, and that could be like the Page of Cups coming, or the Fool, like the new adventure. And with the moon here, like that outcome, it's giving this energy of like you won't see the bigger picture until later. You won't see like what God has planned for you, like the true blessing of this experience until later. Like it still remains unseen with the moon. But to rest assured that like no matter what happens, it is for your highest good and it is for the bigger picture. And that you are always protected and always supported by God, by your guardian angel. And I wanted to draw one more card from the fairy deck because I felt like Babette, the character Babette would love this fairy deck. And so I just felt drawn to pick it up for this reading. Moderation. Is there something you know you shouldn't be eating? Try to eat mindfully and healthily, although the fairies say that a little bit of what you fancy is fine. And that is that temperance energy, that balance. And so your guides can be saying, like, through this week, make sure you look after yourself and take care of your body. Like, try to eat nourishing, healthy foods for your body. And I'm thinking of like the opposite of that energy, like when Rory and Lorelai would eat absolute junk. Like they would have those big movie nights and then just eat tons of junk food and candy and pizza and stuff. It's like the opposite of that. Like to take care of yourself. But like the 80-20 rule where you're doing that 6 days a week and then one day you allow yourself to have a movie night or something. And then this card wants to come out. Protect your dreams. You are the guardian of your precious dreams and they are safe in your care. Keep them close to your heart until you're ready to release them. And this very much is that like Page of Cups, the full energy, that emotional new beginning. And like I said, like Lorelai wanted to open the Dragonfly Inn. That was one of her big dreams. And she like kept that close to her heart and like every day worked toward it. And she didn't like talk about it with her parents. Like she didn't ask for a loan from her dad to like buy the Independence Inn or anything. Like she kept that dream close to herself and she achieved it on her own. And for the time being, maybe that would be something that would benefit you to just like hold your dreams close to yourself and not share them with anyone, to like keep them protected. And this came out, the new beginning. Like, yeah, there is something here. That's funny because we were talking about Chilton and like Rory being intimidated by it. There is something here that is beginning for you. And whether it is actually beginning this week or like the soil is just getting ready for the seeds to be planted in like the coming months. And I'm hearing the guide say, have faith in your dreams. That's what you need to know right now. Like, have faith in your dreams and to shoot for the stars. Do not hold yourself back. Like, if you want to go to Yale, go to Yale. If you want to open a business, open your business. Don't limit yourself. Well, I had a lot of fun with this reading. Thank you for being here with me today. I hope this reading was helpful to you. And if you're still here, comment if you are also a fan of Gilmore Girls. Or like what is your favorite comfy fall show to watch that you like rewatch all the time? Until I meet with you in the next reading, I'm wishing you a wonderful and blessed day. Bye.